Hi Leos, how are you? This is Shooting Stars Tarot. Welcome to your mid-June monthly love reading. Apologize for having these out or not putting readings up for the past month. I just had so many private bookings that I couldn't do these. I couldn't do them. So I'm almost all caught up. If you want a private reading, you can go ahead and click on the link below and get it booked. It's really easy to set up. And if you haven't gotten your private reading yet, they're coming in the next day or two. I just had to get these out because it's just been too long. So, all right, Leo's love life, mid-June. What are the messages for Leo's love life? Okay. All right, at the bottom of the deck, we have the Four of Cups reversed. So emotions are going to be flowing. There's caring. Nobody's being apathetic about this love scenario. Coming from the first part of June, we have the Strength card reversed. This talks about feeling insecure. This is the card of Leo. So this could be related to the full moon in Sagittarius that we had, because leading up to that, there were a lot of insecurities. There were a lot of emotions leading up to that full moon, which happened on June 9th. So that's probably what this is talking about. You may feel... There's a lot of swords here. Even here in this Devil card, we have swords. So you may very well be involved with an air sign. And Leos, for you to be involved with an air energy, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, that can be a little tricky because they're so cognitive. They're more in tune with their cognition than they are with their emotions. So they can come off as being very cold, detached, and not receptive or giving in the feelings and emotions department. It doesn't mean they don't have feelings. They feel them very deeply, but they tend to be detached from them. Where Leo, you love communication. You love receptivity. You love somebody that's generous and open with their emotions. So that right there can cause a little bit of issues. But remember, it doesn't mean they don't feel them. You, in your Leo energy, just have to learn how to maneuver around their detachment in order to get them to open up. And that requires a lot of space, a lot of time, and a lot of not forcing that. Because when you force it, they'll pull away even more. The reason why I'm spending so much time on that is because in your central energy and what's crossing you is the King and Queen of Swords. So this is heavy, heavy, heavy air sign energy. Right? Queen of Swords, she can be a widow, she can be a divorced woman, she can be someone that's had lots of trials in her love life, and she is very detached, very stoic. King of Swords, also very detached from emotions, but also very calculating. Okay, he can be a scientist, he can be a doctor, he can be a lawyer, very high level, high intellectual levels, and also 5 steps ahead of everybody. Okay, this man thinks. This woman thinks. They're thinkers. They don't run on emotions. You wear your emotions on your sleeve, Leo. So totally different energies. So you may be actually really trying to get communication flowing with this person. Even if you're in a long-term relationship, where if you are, and this is your partner, you're at least very aware of how they operate. And so that's good because you're used to it and you've dealt with it and they've dealt with you. And so you know each other. If you're in a newer love situation, you know, or in a situation where maybe you're trying to get an ex back or something, you're keeping that communication open, Leos. This is you communicating. Very high level sexual tension, maybe as the communication continues to grow, as you continue to communicate with them, the sexual energy also continues to develop. Now, this is a card of feeling really attached and kind of addicted to somebody. This can be a card of strong sexual energy, carnal energy. It can also represent addiction, smoke, like bad addictions, like smoking, drinking, drugs, like phasing out life and just like delving into Netflix for 5 days. Okay, things like that don't help the development of the person, being attached to that too much. For you though, high level, I'm really looking at this as sexual energy really developing. Now, Leos, you're a fire sign, you're well aware of this. You are not patient. You like things now. You like answers now. You like to know where you stand now. You like to know what they're thinking now. That's very difficult to pull out of an air type of energy. So as you're trying to do that, obviously you're not getting the responses that you want. That's how they operate. You're going to feel very left out in the cold. This does not mean you are left out in the cold. You're just feeling left out in the cold. So Leos, really think about this. Really analyze this and really understand that you feeling like this may not necessarily at all be the reality. So what do? This is how you feel about the lover or your partner or the situation. You start juggling things left and right. Changing how you're communicating. Well, if I say this, maybe they'll respond the way I want. Maybe if I take them on this type of date, they'll respond the way I want. Maybe if I stop communicating with them, then they'll respond the way I want. This is you reacting, not responding, but reacting to feeling this way. When in reality, there's just two different personalities here. One, you're feeling insecure, you're trying to force the communication, which isn't bad, but don't do it too much because it pushes them away, and then you really are left out in the cold. All right, so calmly, slowly respond. Don't react. How they feel, completely bombarded by your energy. Completely bombarded. There may be sexual energy here. There may be a very strong potential love union here. But Leos, you can cause that to come crashing down by being too much in their face all the time. I like the saying, like they're everywhere always. Like, when you break up with someone and you see their car, or you see things that remind you of them, or you hear music, or you hear their voice, or you dream about them. It's like they're always everywhere, but they're also nowhere to be found. That's what you're making them feel like. You're bombarding them. You're stressing them out. That's not a good place for an air sign to feel. You, on the other hand, you like feeling bombarded. You like when messages are coming to you. You don't get overwhelmed by it, but they get very overwhelmed by that energy. Very overwhelmed. And they'll just check out and won't talk to you for weeks. Doesn't mean they're not still into you. It doesn't mean they're not still attracted to you. Doesn't mean there's not still sexual energy. Doesn't mean they don't still want to proceed with a relationship with you. But man, they will detach and you will feel left out in the cold. So chill out, Leos. Okay? Your hopes and fears, the moon. You're afraid they're keeping secrets of you. They're probably not. Okay? You may be keeping secrets from them. So hopes and fears. This is a fear. You are fearing secrets. But there very well might not be secrets. You're just bombarding them. You're overwhelming them. Now, in your outcome energy, Leos, we have the Five of Swords reversed. So this is good. And this is something you can control. And it looks like you realize that you can control it, and then you do control it, because this talks about a lose-lose situation being turned into a win-win situation. So we have this huge elephant in the room, or this huge fight, or this huge stress that's caused, and it causes the breaking down of a relationship. But when it's reversed, someone recognizes that they have the power to control the outcome a little bit. And instead of trying to force things, they may just either come to some sort of resolution or compromise with their partner through communication, or they just give space and then everything is fine. Leos, you have the power this month. The emotions are there. No one's hiding any emotions. But you just got to be careful how you're trying to extrude the emotions from this person. Very heavy air energy. Okay, what are the additional messages for Leos for mid-June? Additional messages for Leos for the second half of June. Seven of Cups reversed, Seven of Wands reversed, the Hermit reversed, the Hierophant, traditions, okay, agreements, signed contracts, potential marriage partner. You got to control yourself, Leos. This talks about the fact that you or both of you aren't really playing the field. You kind of know you're really into this person and you kind of have chosen them. They've kind of chosen you too. Now you just have to work out the kinks in how you communicate, how you allow, how you receive, how you respond. There's a great attraction here, so don't ruin it by being up in their face all the time. That's what this is. Not having your defenses up, not assuming things are wrong, but just kind of allowing, not pushing all the time, just to get your way. And not spending time in solitude either. Neither of you are going to be doing this. But I'm really sensing, this is a good reading, Leos, because it's kind of a word to the wise. And it just talks about you coming into awareness of excuse me, you coming into awareness of somebody else's needs. And you're recognizing that while you want to communicate all the time, they don't need that from you. And it's okay. You both can live your lives and work your lives into each other's lives while still maintaining your identity and not being so reliant or codependent on each other. And this reading is really talking about the fact, Leos, that you're kind of realizing that now, and you're just going to be giving them their space and letting them do their thing. And in turn, they will be there. All right, Leos. Well, thank you so much. That was a really good reading for you. I'm excited. If you want to book a private reading, just click on the link below and get that set up. And I will see you. I'm doing weekly love readings now, starting this next week. And I'm also going to be doing a 6-month love overview for the second half of 2017. So stay tuned for those. Those are coming up this week also. All right. Thank you so much. Bye.